What's up, buddy? You gonna follow me to the place? Let's go. Picturesque, don't you think? Hope you like it. I think I'll just take a little reference picture. Look at the awesomeness. There could be snakes anywhere. I know. Just wait till this grass gets knee high. The only thing I'm missing now is that drink from the 60s through the 80s or something. That drink called knee high. However they pronounce it. Yeah, you're only about don't feel bad, plant. You're only about 6 inches shorter than I am. You're about what? 5'11"? Yeah, there could be snakes anywhere. But I'm always just too captivated by the beauty of the sun shining through the leaves. We're headed to our favorite spot, one of them. I asked that turtle, that box turtle back there, if he wanted to join me or not in our search for today. But it rains a little bit. I'm going to fall flat on my back coming through here. I need to find a better access point. It's way over there though. But I'm going to fall down through here. I got to find a better one. It's damp out here. Oh no, don't tell me it's too muddy. I'm not going to be able to find anything today. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, I'm just trying to get down here so I can start looking for cool stuff. I see a triangle right there. No, it's not an arrowhead. Sometimes I come out here and don't find anything at all. But it's funny because every time I come down here, I see rocks and stuff that I placed many moons ago. Yeah, we might have a hard time today, ladies and gentlemen. We might. Another day of hunting. But see, the waters come down here so violently throughout the spring that all this wasn't here last time I was here. Yeah, I'm twisting my ankle. It's just fun to look though, you know, it really is, that aspect of discovery. But the rocks out here are just like, so deceptive. You don't know what is what out here. You don't know, I found many things out here though. Scrapers, flawless arrowheads, chips, not potato chips, no. No jewels, no semi-precious gemstones or anything like that, nothing like that. But just stuff that you don't know what it is. But I found some good stuff, good material out here. We're about to get dirty today. You guys want to get dirty? Want to see me get dirty? I've collected flawless perfection out here. Flawless perfection. But there's too many optical illusions out here. Like you think that would be a preform or something. But is it? Let's wash it off. Maybe it is. Maybe it's nothing at all. But you have to have bionic eyes. The eyes that see everything. I see some white quartz. Maybe there's something here. Is this something? No, it's not. They got some flawless white quartz out here anyway. They do. Nice white quartz. You just have to discover it. But it's not perfect. In my mind, it's perfect in its own right. So yeah, I just collect it so I can make, so you can put it in fish tanks. and have a black light above it and see the beauty of the true nature. You know, the white quartz. But besides landscaping and all other stuff, I get my white quartz from a hog mine down there. They got some big old pieces that I get down there. That could have been something. I'm going to hold on to that for a couple minutes before I chuck it back in. But yeah, you probably think I'm weird about that. Like that. Because I do strange things with natural elements that are created by whatever. But that's the way Leonardo rolls. Always looking for new ways to make things better and interesting. Someone thought that was the greatest idea when I was explaining to them why I had like big old garbage cans full of white quartz rocks that need to be worked on for landscaping. They're like, they never thought about that. I was like, why not? It's out there for us to understand how to use things correctly. Not just correctly, but different ways of using things. I don't know if you can hear my voice with the water. For some reason, these ultimate sensitive speakers on these phones pick up everything else but your voice. So you have to scream into the speaker. I guess because it's biased to the sounds of nature. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? You'll have a field day out here. But there could be anything out here. Like every place you go to, there is going to be something. But it's a stroke of luck. Something that was hidden under rocks 3 years ago or even 3 months ago is going to be exposed now. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to take another 3 years for it to be uncovered by the flowing waters of eternity. Only time can tell. What do we have here? Nothing at all, probably. Just a broken piece of quartz. But you always have to pull it out, because you don't know. I'm trying to check to the bottom up here first, because I bumped my head on this big old log above me. It's like a giant garnet, but it's not. Optical illusion. Let me see what we got here. Let me wash this off. It ain't nothing. No, I know it's not. It can't be. I do want to find something today, though. I do. It's my first time here all summer. Let's see here. Does that look like anything? No. Does this look like anything? Maybe, but it's not. I'm always looking for the best of everything. Perfection. Always come out here to try to study the waters, to figure out what their plan is, where they're headed. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird, I know. What is this? I don't know. Does this look like a scraper of some sort? I know you're probably like, let us take a look, man. We'll be the judge, us professionals, because I'm not a professional. Alright, we're in a different location. We've only gone like 25 feet. But I just passed by the spot I looked at first when I first got down here. But I tell you what, years ago, many years ago, I've always been into this. It's like I'm always trying to search for something, but I end up picking up everything. But I devised an idea about what I call shopping for artifacts. Is that you have to use a different frame of mind when you're out here doing this kind of thing. But it's not a frame of mind. Not just a frame of mind. You have to learn how to understand light and how light comes through in a different... I'm talking about when you're searching around the waters like this. Not when you're looking at something that's completely dry up on a bank or something. But this involves using your eyes and the use of light. But whenever you do something like this, I've learned my lesson in the past. I don't know if any of you guys out there who are professionals at this, ladies and guys, little kids, whoever you might be, I'm going to tell you something that I devised many years ago. How I learned my lesson about how to really have the opportunity to find things backwards and forwards. You have to use the concept of Leonardo, backwards and forwards. Instead of just going up once, you go up once, but you have to come back backwards. Why is that? Why would Leonardo say such a thing when you're looking for artifacts? Think about it. It has to do with light. It doesn't matter if there's sunlight out or not. But it does matter if there's snakes out here. But, yeah, it has to do with light. Good. Now you're thinking. Okay, what do? You go through it once. The cascading of the light, the reflections off the waters, on how it goes down is reflecting, creating that prism of contrast, color, darkness, and light in one particular perspective. You might see something at a particular angle, but you have to come backwards. Not walk backwards, but you know what I mean. You have to search backwards. Why? Because your perspective and your line of sight and the light is going to be different. So you're going to see something. I've done this many times, and it has really worked out. But I've been doing it for years, though. You just don't go up and quit. You come backwards. And you'll be surprised what you'll find that you didn't see before. And you can look at every rock and find one artifact. And then keep going, and come back, and you'll find 3 that you totally looked at, but you saw in a different perspective. Oh, what's this? No, I thought it was a giant scraper. No, it wasn't. I slipped. But that's how you have to look at it. But you probably already know that, professionals. You just have to look at it differently, but you have to look at it backwards, the Leonardo way. Interesting. Yeah, I think last time I was out here I didn't find anything at all, and that was in the fall. When there were leaves out here, I should have known better. It's a long drive up here. It's a very long drive up there. But everything I found through here has been white quartz. Nothing more. No chert, no flint, different color flint. That stuff is the best to see. It's the easiest to see because it's a different color. White quartz stands out here too, but it's just, what they're made of. Mud and muck doesn't adhere to them easily. It slides right off. Yeah, I recognize this piece. I was going to keep it. Sorry, I think I'll put it back. Yeah, perfect triangle. Too big to get out of here. That one won't be used for landscaping. Yeah, jack of all trades. Oh, I'm into landscaping too. You already know. Trying to look for those serrated edges. But one thing is, I found the most flawless in my collection. Not anything you would find in some mountain store up there, some side road store up there in Helen or something. Those gigantic crystals like you would find at the Renaissance Festival. Nothing like that. But I found this big old piece about the size of my fist in here one day. No, it's not pottery. granite. But a big old terminated crystal, about the size of my fist. But it wasn't the size of, well, it was the whole chunk itself was the size of my fist, but it had 3 terminated crystals sticking out of it. But they were broken, it was foggy, it was scratched up, and all that kind of crazy stuff. So it wasn't perfect. But for me, it was the best piece I've ever found. If you know what terminated crystal is. Nothing yet. Welcome back to the hunt. Let's see what we have here. I found a couple things I want you to take a look at. They're in my right hand. Of course, you know how this works. It always looks like this. The second you turn off the phone or the camera is when you find something. But they're probably not anything at all, really. I'm just going to keep them both because they're very cool. One of the items is possibly could be a scraper, like a bone scraper or something. I'm not sure though. I'm just going to keep it because I think it looks like a lot that I've seen before. It's got 3 triangle edges, like 3 soft edges to it that are aligned just right. But hold on, I know I like the look. I see a perfect polygon. All right, here we go. I see a perfect polygon. I'm not taking it though. It's got some blemishes. It's not perfect. But yeah, could that be a preform? I don't know. Like they were ready to make something out of it, but they never did. But check these 2 bad boys out in my hand. One of these could be a scraper. I'm pretty solid that it is. Let me get the focus. Excuse me guys, I'm sorry. Forgive me. But yeah, you can't see because of the contrast, the reflections, the refraction of light is not good. But it comes to a perfect triangular point right there at where my finger is, where my index finger is here. There you go. Look at that. It's got the back part here like a pyramid. Flawless. Comes at a perfect point. But then you have something that looks like it could have been a scraper. I'm keeping it because I think that's what it might have been, like a knife or something. I know it's not an arrowhead. I like arrowheads because the quality of craft. I like craft. I like art. And it was an art form for them. That's why I like the arrowheads. Because there's a craft behind it. But here's another one that I found. It's not an arrowhead. It's a very cool looking rock though. Maybe it's just a piece of art. Who knows? But check this one out. Hold on, I'm trying to get a grasp of what's around me so I don't lose my spot. Like I might see something to come back for. Nah, crap. I thought that was a tip of an arrowhead. No, but look at this bad boy. Yeah, it's not an arrowhead, don't worry. No, it's too thick. It's just natural, I think. But it's like a perfect triangle. It's not an arrowhead, look at that. It's too thick to be one. Yeah, but I'm keeping that one. But it's not an arrowhead. I don't think it would be. The chances of that being anything native is probably 1 in 1,000. But you never know. But seriously though, I don't know what we're going to find today. So far I found 2 pieces that look like they are just natural. Nothing yet. It's been about 15-20 minutes, folks. Nothing yet. Nothing at all. At least I found those 2 cool pieces. But I don't know, there could be anything in here. Little perfect triangles. I think I'll keep that one just in case. Add it to that sculpture thing I'm making. I need to find a really nice construction adhesive. someone said you use JB Weld or something. You know what JB Weld is. I'm very familiar with all that kind of stuff. It's a very fine product. Man, it's so hard to look through the video. I know there's probably something in here. I know there is. There's got to be. But I can't see it. Wash it off. Maybe I'll keep it. I'm not sure. Got to see the quality of the edges. See how finely it's cut by nature. Yeah, I'm keeping this one. It's almost, well, it is perfect actually. Yeah, that concrete built inside of me to find that perfection. I don't think this is going to be a trip of finding anything, unfortunately, because we're almost at the end and we only have a couple hundred feet to go. You'll see what I mean once we get up there. But like I said, I'm all or nothing still. That's why I look at every little rock. But everything I've always done has been all or nothing. No matter what. You might think differently. But I've always been all or nothing. You never knew that. That's why I never completed anything. Forwards and backwards. Once I got to a certain point, I get bored easily. Very easily. My brain gets too captivated by other things in life. I work slowly, but I try to do things efficiently enough to bring perfection to whatever I do. That killed me in school, by the way. That killed me in school. Very difficult time for me, because I was always striving for perfection, and everybody getting mad at me because I tried to make things just perfect. Also, with every project I ever had in school, I was trying to write a code within it. It was like you had to break a code by studying the building. You had to look at something, the way I lined up columns and beams, or something, where it was code. I'd try to incorporate 3 or 4 different codes within a building, or anything I was designing, if it was an art piece, like an installation or something. It was like a code you had to break. A visual code that matches up with something else, where you look at something at a particular perspective and you see what I created at that one perspective, and it tells a story. I always did that with everything. Everybody in school said I made things very confusing and complicated. That made me mad, because I did. Always did, because everything is a code that I try to create. Architecture for me was very different. You know, there's got to be something in there. It's not artifacts, that's for sure. But people never knew that about me. I always hid that about me. Everything I did was hidden deep down inside. During review time, it's, you know, all the review times for the projects was the most nerve-wracking time to me, because I had so much to explain about the project, why I did certain things. And tell them it was a code you had to break. The colors, the mixture of colors, the choice of glass, on how you'd have to look at something differently to come up with a